We ready.
All right, cool. Here we go. Hola, guys. Welcome to another edition of the What's Poppin' podcast. Hi, Miami Tip. Thank you for joining us.
What's poppin', Deja?
Exactly. You already know. Okay, first things first. Let's tell everyone why you're in the DMV today.
Well, I'm in the DMV because I'm at Sip Lounge tonight with the Boreal family.
Right.
ENT. Shout out to Money Mel, Polo the guy.
The God.
Smiley. You know, they got me out here trying to bring some heat
Good
to
job.
the DC area. You know?
Indeed. Okay, so let's back things up a little bit. So we, of course, a lot of people got to really know you this year on Love and Hip Hop.
Mhm.
How did that come about?
I mean, I'm that bitch in Miami.
Indeed. Bitch curse. Yes,
Oh, okay.
it's all good. Yes.
I mean, I'm that bitch in Miami.
Tell 'em.
You know, I don't think it could have been possible without Tip Drill, Miami Tip, you know?
Okay, fantastic. So Tom and I were talking earlier, and one of the things that I thought was so dope about you in the show is that you really seemed like a real one.
I am.
And we really appreciate that. And
Thank
even
you.
when situations happen with you and Bobby, you were like, yeah, I'm not coming for Trina. We're not gonna do that. Yeah. But you checked him, and I appreciate that. Not on shade to him, but just in general, like, I appreciate that you rep for those that you rep for.
Right. I was just letting him know it's a grind out here. It's a process, and we can't be messing our faces up, you know what I'm saying, just because you're mad and it's not going your way right now. I don't think everybody was saying that I was checking him, but I wasn't checking him. I was just, from a friend to a friend, I know how this goes.
Mhm.
So that's how I
Okay.
was letting him know.
So how are things going with the music?
The music is going great. I am definitely about to put out a single now.
Okay.
It's coming soon. I don't have an exact date yet, but I'm definitely working.
So what is your process when you're coming up with new music? How do you, like, do you think of the hook first, or the, what's your process?
Well, of course we gotta go with the beat first, and then depending on the beat and who's in the studio and who's around and what's going on and what I've been through, I just write about it.
Okay. So I have ADHD. I probably should have told you that from the beginning. So I'm going to jump all over the place. But one of the other things that I thought was dope is I saw some interview where you were talking about your ethnicity.
Mhm.
So for those that don't know, can you tell people what you are? I hate when people say that. I'm sorry. What your ethnicity is.
Right. I used to lie and say I was Chinese, like in middle school and high school. I used to lie and be like, I'm Chinese Jamaican, but because everybody says that I look Chinese or Asian or whatever, but I'm really just Puerto Rican and black. I'm basic.
Me too. That's all right. I'm Puerto Rican and black too. We're fabulous. We are far from basic.
Like when I say, people be like, are you Asian? I'm like, no, I'm Puerto Rican and black. They're like, oh.
Oh, okay. It's regular. Whatever.
Then I can't speak Spanish, so it just makes it even
So
worse.
join the club. Which one is which?
My mom is Puerto Rican, my dad is black.
Exactly the same. Okay, so I wanted to kind of start this segment. You got me thinking about it. Called Mixed Like Me, right? And so, what was your experience growing up because you're originally from New York? So and it's I think it's a little bit different in New York. I'm from Jersey originally, and I think up top it's a little more normal to be Puerto Rican and black because there's just so much of that. But here, everyone kind of acts like, oh, you're that? Like, that's different.
DC?
Just kind of in general outside of the tri-state, right?
Right.
So have you had any instances where people have felt like you weren't black enough or you weren't Puerto Rican enough?
I'm not Puerto Rican enough because I
Don't
can't
speak Spanish?
And I live in Miami where it's like everyone speaks Spanish, and then I have that look where you don't know what the hell I am. So everywhere I go, people just automatically speak Spanish. I'm like, I'm black. I don't speak Spanish, and they be like, oh, like why? So, I mean, I get that I'm not Spanish enough, but it's all good. I mean, but I do feel like I'm mad that I didn't learn Spanish. Like,
did your mom not purposely not teach it to you?
well,
or?
she was raised around my dad's family from when she was like 13, so she didn't have to speak Spanish. So to raise us around that, she didn't have to speak it.
Okay.
My mom's like, her Spanish is bad too. I mean, she speaks Spanish, but it's
kind of broken.
Yeah.
Like Spanglish?
Right.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Yeah, so my mother, when she came to the States, because she came from Puerto Rico, but I think she was a little bit, like, she hated the fact that she had an accent, and she didn't want us to have an accent, and that was kind of the thought process.
They kind of messed us up, man.
I know. I mean, I know a little bit now, but literally looking like this, people automatically like,
I would automatically like, yeah. You look just straight out. Like me, it's like, we don't know, she might be black, we don't know, but you.
So I'm on the other spectrum because people always question my blackness. Like, because they just assume that I'm all Spanish. And I'll drop the N-word like it's nobody's business because I am one.
Right.
And people are like, like, are you, is that okay?
So, which is which?
My mother's Puerto Rican and my father's black.
Oh, okay, so the same thing.
Exactly,
okay.
yeah.
So you're not like Veronica, where it's like your great granddad or mom, they're African?
No, I'm not. And I saw that episode and I was like, sis, you might be reaching.
Good for real. Like, you all the way, you don't even look tan a little bit.
But I get it, like, so I have a lot of family in Florida, right? And not far from Hialeah, and I get it. You know what I mean? I understand the culture. I get it, but
No.
that's probably not the argument you want to make. I'm just saying. Anywho. All right. So now, is this a stepping stone? Obviously, you're doing this to pop off your music career, but what else would you like to see yourself doing?
I mean, I'm a very talented, outgoing, smart, sexy, beautiful individual.
Indeed, you are.
Fact. I can do anything, but like I have a book. I wrote a book. It's called The Bottom Line. So I want to write more books. I'm really good at acting. That's why, like, all my music videos, I do a lot of acting.
Okay.
I have a podcast also that I do in Miami. I'm with anything that make me some money.
I'm all about the coin. But tell me about this book.
The book, The Bottom Line, is available on Amazon. It's an anthology, so it has different stories of different dancers, you know what I'm saying? Because some dancers are pushed into the game. Some dancers come from a rich family and they just do it just to do it. So it just shows different, mindsets of different dancers. Really dope. But at the end of the day, the money is the bottom line. So that's why I call it The Bottom Line.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's really good. I'm not just saying that because I wrote it.
Because you wrote it. Right. Touche. Now, what other kind of books would you like to get into? Like fiction or?
Well, I definitely want to do like books on my mom's life, my aunt's life, and my life. But I want to do my mom first, then my aunt, then me. So people see why I am the way that I am, because we all have a crazy story. Like, we just look like everything was given to us, but like, it's crazy. My mom's like a beautiful woman, but to hear her story is like, crazy. So I want to write about it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm here for that. So I have a somewhat personal but like not inappropriate question. So as a former dancer, like, you're obviously a thickums, like in the most like non-disrespectful way, right?
Thank you.
But did you always have such confidence, like growing up? Did you always love your body the way that you do now?
Yes.
Really?
I always knew that I was different. I always knew that I had personality. I was always a class clown. I was always a leader. As for my body and my looks, like, I never strived to be like the prettiest girl. I'm a tomboy. Like, I rather wear sneakers. I don't like to wear heels.
As evidenced by what's going on. Yeah.
Like, I could go out with 10 bad bitches. They in heels. They got all this boutique shit on. They shiny. They breasts done. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the one in sneakers.
You're literally me, but it's all good.
Basically, yeah. So yeah, I never had a problem like with myself or my identity or anything like that. Never.
So coming from such a place of strength, how can you, or what would you suggest to a woman that is struggling with their body image?
I'd say fuck everybody. Like, we are all stars in our own way. You just gotta find. You know how they say you're a millionaire in your mind. You just gotta find. You have $1 million in your mind. You just have to find a way to get it out. That's what that is. Like, I don't like women who are so like thinking about what other people are saying or think that they should change. Like, fuck all this shit. We don't have time for that. It's the money out here to get. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Worried about the wrong thing.
Indeed. So tell me about this podcast. What's that about?
The podcast is called Tipsy Tuesdays. It's with me and Baby Blue, and we do it every Tuesday at 8 p.m. It's just, like, lately we've been doing all the Love and Hip Hop Miami recaps or whatever. So we've been having all the Love and Hip Hop Miami cast come in. And then soon we're just going to start doing, other artists and people in the entertainment industry. But it's definitely really extremely funny. And it's on Strong Arm Live FM every Tuesday.
Okay, sounds good. Yes. All right, so tell everyone where you're going to be tonight again.
Tonight I am at Sip Lounge with Money Mel, Polo the God, Smiley, okay? Shout out to Royal Family, Pat ENT. We in the building. We turning up, okay? I need all the sexy ladies and all the niggas with money in the building with me. I know y'all probably like, this girl love money, but I do.
Listen, I love that you're honest about it. How about that? How about that? Because I can't pay my bills with air.
Exactly, and rent is due.
Hello. Seriously, like, it's a real thing.
Sip Lounge tonight, though.
Okay, so how can everybody find you on social media?
Everything is Miami Tip 305. Everything.
And when's the single coming out?
I don't have an exact date, but it's definitely within the next month.
Oh, that soon?
Yes.
Okay, so we're like finished.
Yes.
Okay, I am here for that. And when are you planning to shoot the video?
As soon as, I don't know. Maybe right after, I don't know.
Okay.
I might not even shoot a video. It's just going to be, I don't know.
I'm going to need you to shoot a video.
Facts.
Just saying.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot a video off my iPhone.
Okay,
That's
do it.
cheaper.
Listen, sister, the way they make these now, you absolutely can.
For
It's a
real,
real
Beyonce
thing.
did it. I can do it.
Hello, and save some coin in the
Exactly.
process, indeed. So make sure that when the single does come out, that you get it to us so that DC can support you.
Yes, ma'am.
We can get it on the airways. And is there anything you'd like to share with the people at ZMP?
I love you all, and to God be the glory.
And there it is. Thank you, Miami Tip, for joining us. Thanks, guys, for tuning in for another edition of the What's Poppin' podcast, only on 93.9 WKYS.
I'm gonna grab some drops on the internet.
And now I need to turn you off.